All right, we're here with a couple of the Whitworth players after their 78-73 victory in overtime over Cal Lutheran. We're here with Jake Holtz, Sullivan Menard, and Jerry Twenge, along with head coach Damion Jablonski. Fellas, congrats on the win, coach. We're going to start with you. This is a very exciting win for you tonight. I know going into that last sequence, you guys were down, had the tying three. What was your process like, just kind of seeing everything unfold and tying it, heading it into overtime?
It was just a heck of a game. Both teams, both players, teams on both players, players on both sides just deserved a lot of credit because there were big plays throughout the whole night. It was back and forth. Both teams took punches. When it came down to the end, honestly, I just believe in my guys. I know we've got players that can make plays, and they did that. They stepped up, and that's what you got to do in order to win an NCAA tournament. Team on the road in a hostile environment against a really good opponent.
What were the adjustments you made at halftime? Because obviously it was a pretty controlled game in the first half by Cal Lu, and then all of a sudden, realistically, Cal Lu in the first couple minutes of the second half, but then throughout the last parts of the second half, you guys were getting and ones and getting good defensive stops. What were the adjustments?
I just thought we weren't very patient on our offensive end in the first half. We had a lot of decent looks, but they came early in the shot clock, and we were a little bit rushed. So we just wanted to move the ball a little bit more in the second half and, find some better looks, find some rhythm. I thought our guys did that well. I thought Jake was spectacular with the ball in his hands, creating and finding some more patience at the rim. Our guys believe. They believe in one another. I don't think there's this is a great program we played, and Cal Lu had a heck of a year. And to the outside, we were the underdog, and I don't think there was one guy in our locker room who felt that we were that. And that's not any disrespect. That's just our own confidence in ourselves and in our program, and the fact that we know God's got us one way or the other. Win or lose, it's God's plan, and we'll live with that.
Thank you so much, Coach. I'm going to move down the line. Jake, congrats on the win. 8 for 14 from the field. You had that season high 32 points in the Northwest Conference Championship game, but I want to talk to you about the free throws tonight. 8 for 13. You drove the ball really well tonight. You got the and ones. You were getting aggressive. What was it like for your gameplay tonight?
Yeah, obviously I'm going to be hard on myself and say there's a lot of areas I can improve, but our game plan at the end of the day was spectacular, and I feel comfortable with the ball in my hands and creating for these guys. I got all the confidence in the world with my teammates and their shooting ability. So I feel like we're really just a complete team, and everybody has their skill sets that we can take advantage of.
You guys kind of saw it in the conference tournament last weekend. Obviously, not having JoJo, we were talking about it in our meeting with Coach the other day. It's a big loss, but walk me through. It's been a couple games without him now. What's it been like, kind of having everyone just kind of be that next man up mentality for you guys?
Yeah, Garrett's been stepping up. Diego's been huge for us, as well as Ben. So really anybody that's coming off the bench for us gives us good production, does their job, and really with JoJo out, the ball isn't in my hands more, and that forces other teams to double me, or at least help a little more, and that leaves room for shooters, and I feel like we can take advantage of that going deeper into this tournament.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake. Moving down the line, Jerry. Third tonight in minutes played. You were on the floor a lot tonight. Just kind of being out there in a postseason environment. What was working for you tonight?
Just trying to lead these guys, have fun out there with them, just have a lot of trust in them. I know what they can do. These two obviously score the ball at a very high clip. Just trusting in them. And he's always finding me out of the post. Finally was able to hit one for him. But just love being out there, leading the guys. Their press, obviously, that's something I take pride in. I did have one turnover. Coach yelled at me. But just leading them there because they have a lot of pressure on us all game. Yeah.
And you mentioned leadership, and I asked Coach about the adjustments. Obviously, that making the adjustments comes with leadership. How do you tie those two together at halftime?
Obviously trusting in those adjustments. We can talk about some stuff before Coach gets in there, and then he reinforces that. But just trying to instill confidence in the guys in every huddle when we're out on the floor. One play at a time. Believe we got this. All
right, moving down the line to Sullivan Menard, who had the biggest shot of the entire game. I think I don't think it's up for discussion. You had that game tying three with 21 seconds to go. You had the best night three-point shooting wise, but walk me through what your emotions were like when you just hit that shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I felt like when we were tied with like a minute to go, we had some good looks, and even when they kind of came down, hit some free throws, and we were down 3. I mean, I still felt like we were going to win the game. I just knew that if I got a good look, I was going to knock it down. That's kind of what happened, and yeah, it was super surreal. I mean, I wish I could celebrate a little bit more, but I mean, there was still so much game left to play. But it was a great feeling, super cool, one I'll remember for a while.
I'll kind of leave this open to all you guys, and then we'll bring in. I think we got a couple other people that want to ask questions. Jack, you can jump in. You're good. You're good. All right, cool. Open question for you guys. Tomorrow, Claremont Mudstrips. They're an incredible team. You know, Ken Scalmini is a great coach over there. They press hard and they can shoot the basket and they rebound like crazy. Walk me through what it's going to be like playing a back-to-back game, and you guys had to play overtime, so that's a physical demand. But what it's going to be like playing CMS tomorrow?
It's going to be a war. They're a tough team. They are a tough team. That's what Ken's teams are always like. It's just physical and it's a battle, and you gotta work your tail off to win every possession. They're a veteran team, and they've got a lot of guys that have been there, and so it's going to be a fun matchup. We're just really grateful for the opportunity, and at this point in the season, you do your best to prepare in less than 24 hours, but it's going to come down to these guys' will.
Yeah, I think we're going to go in with a lot of confidence and like we got something to prove here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. I mean, we've kind of played a similar style with like another team in our conference with one of their coaches kind of coming up. So I think we're a little familiar with that, and that's kind of helped us. Even though we haven't been able to scout them a little bit, we haven't played against that system. So I think we have a great game plan against that kind of system. I know they have some great players, but we're playing with a lot of confidence, so it's going to be hard to beat us.
There you go. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the win. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.